Have you ever wondered how something as tiny as a mosquito could reveal the wisdom of its creator? In a world filled with mountains, oceans, and galaxies, one of the smallest creatures on Earth quietly flies around us every day: the mosquito. Most people see it as nothing more than a tiny insect, annoying, weak, insignificant. Yet this tiny creature is responsible for more human deaths every year than any other animal on Earth. Through the viruses and parasites it carries, mosquitoes spread deadly diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus disease, and yellow fever. Millions of people around the world suffer because of this tiny insect, a creature so small, yet capable of affecting the lives of millions. More than 1400 years ago, the Qur'an mentioned this tiny creation. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 26, Allah says, "Indeed, Allah is not shy to present an example, that of a mosquito or something even smaller than it." At first glance, people may wonder why the creator of the universe would mention something as tiny as a mosquito. But the Quran invites people to reflect on creation, no matter how small it may seem. Modern science has revealed something fascinating about mosquitoes. Not all mosquitoes bite humans. In fact, only the female mosquito drinks blood. Male mosquitoes never attack humans. They survive peacefully on nectar from plants and flowers. The female mosquito, however, requires something more. To produce eggs, she needs proteins found in blood. Without blood, her eggs cannot develop. So when a mosquito lands on human skin and begins to draw blood, it is not simply feeding. It is part of a complex biological process necessary for reproduction. Even more astonishing is how the mosquito drinks blood. Its mouth is not a simple needle. Instead, it is made of several microscopic needles working together. Some pierce the skin. Some release chemicals that prevent blood clotting. Others draw the blood into the mosquito's body. All of this happens within seconds. During this process, viruses or parasites inside the mosquito can enter the human bloodstream. This is how diseases spread. A tiny insect becomes a carrier of powerful viruses that can threaten human life. Yet mosquitoes are not only harmful, they also play an important role in nature. Male mosquitoes and even many female mosquitoes feed on nectar from flowers. While doing this, they help transfer pollen between plants, contributing to pollination. In many ecosystems, mosquitoes also serve as food for fish, birds, frogs, and other insects. Without them, parts of the natural food chain would be affected. This shows that even a tiny insect has a place and purpose in the balance of creation. Yet what is even more interesting is the language used in the Quran. In the Arabic wording describing the mosquito, the form used is feminine. This matches what modern science later discovered. The mosquito that bites and draws blood is the female. At the time the Quran was revealed, people had no knowledge of such biological details. But there is something even more remarkable. The Quran was revealed to Muhammad, a man who could not read or write. He lived in the deserts of Arabia in the 7th century. There were no microscopes, no modern biology, no scientific laboratories. Yet the Quran speaks about creation in ways that continue to inspire reflection even today. How could a man who was unlettered describe signs in nature that people would only understand centuries later? For believers, the answer is clear. The Quran is not the words of a human being, it is revelation from Allah. The Quran uses this tiny creature as a reminder. Sometimes the smallest creations carry the greatest lessons. What people consider insignificant may actually contain incredible complexity. For others, it becomes an invitation to reflect. The Quran continues in the same verse. As for those who believe, they know it is the truth from their Lord. But those who disbelieve say, "What does Allah mean by this example?" The message is clear. Some people see a mosquito and feel only irritation, but others see a sign of divine precision in creation. a creature smaller than a fingernail, yet equipped with complex sensors, delicate wings, microscopic needles, and the ability to carry viruses that affect millions. At the same time, it quietly contributes to the ecosystem through pollination and by supporting the food chain. Through something as small as a mosquito, the Qur'an reminds humanity of a powerful truth. Nothing in creation is meaningless. Even the smallest creature can be a sign of the wisdom and power of the Creator.